Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new, welcome to the channel. Tonight this is just going to be a quick unboxing. New decks. Who is this? I ordered some new decks like a couple weeks ago, and they're in. So yay! So I wanted to, of course, share them with y'all in case y'all are interested. I'm definitely interested in sharing with other small business owners and tarot readers their decks and things, because everybody has a different way of doing tarot and everybody's decks carry a different energy. So these are going to be the ones that I really like. But before I hop into the decks, give me just a second, y'all, to kind of move some things out of my space, and then we'll hop in, okay? Call myself being a little Miss Fix-It. All right, so this one is going to be, let's see what this is. I think this is from Owl Goddess 18. Let's see. It says, thank you for supporting my small business. Yay! And I'm going to cleanse the decks too before I get into them. Yay! I love it. Okay. So let me just light my little sage, because y'all know I need to have that. And we're just going to go around it. I'm pretty sure, knowing her, that she probably blessed the deck before she sent it to me. I'm pretty sure she did. I feel like she did anyway. So we going with that. All right. Y'all, quick little story time. I bought a whole new lighter the other day because I thought the lighters that I had, they went out on me, because they do that. So I go into my kitchen and I have this little, I call it a junk drawer. So I go in there and I'm looking for stuff. I find this little lighter and I just flick it. Sure enough, it has the brightest little flame. I was like, are you serious right now? And it's a cheap lighter. Like, you can see it's one of them little cheap lighters. But the flame is so, like, I'm like, okay, well, I see you. So, yeah, let's use it. Why not? All right, Spirit, let's do a little cleansing. I'm going to do it around my boxes and around my decks. All in here. All in here. All right. So we got that one going. And I'm going to light a little incense, so we can do that. Also, I have more readings on the way, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for those. It's like, now I don't want to do what I needed to do. There we go. It's doing it now. All right. Hey, Queen Love. This is just a little unboxing. If somebody wants a reading, if they'll, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Out here. Oh, she sent charms. I love this. She sent charms. Ooh, and stickers. And some, what else is in there? Some crystals. Okay. This says namaste. This is cute. There's a little bee in there. This is cute. I like little things like this. And she has a thank you card in there. She's an owl. She's Owl Goddess, which is super cute. And thank you card. I like it. Right, Queen? We love you anyway. We love you anyway, girl. We love you anyway. And just pull this back so y'all can see what I got going on here. Okay. And then this is the deck, which I'm super excited about. I will be using this deck in shadow work reading. So if you book a shadow work reading with me, just know this deck will be a part of it. And she has like a little, what is this? Let's look at it. It doesn't look like a guidebook. It looks like, I like this. I really, really like this. There's not a lot of shadow work decks out there, but this is a good one. This is a really good one. And if you are wanting to book a reading, I do have discount codes available. So make sure that you, like a personal reading, make sure if you are checking out my website, it's aquarianempresstarot.net. And I have increased my prices due to the demand. I mean, I have to move according to demand. Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, hi, the monkey. Yes, that is a unicorn actually on the front. And it says Spirit of Nakami, dedicated to Jason LeGrand, a shadow oracle by Owl Goddess Oracles. Okay, so I love this. This is okay. These are two like, the first two cards in the deck. I love this. She kind of, hey, hi the monkey. Welcome back to the channel. I feel like I know who you are, but my brain is trying to figure it out. But yeah, these are like little guides. It says until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. Says when we can integrate our shadow. Thank you. When we can integrate our shadow side, the wounded parts of us, society looks down upon and expects us to hide. Then and only then can our full self be acknowledged. And to be honest with you guys, shadow work is really, for me personally, I don't know if you would agree, but for me personally, shadow work is really just self-reflection. Honestly, the good and the bad about yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses, and learning how to become a better version of yourself. And holding yourself accountable for your mistakes, for your failures, for your achievements, successes, all of that. It's a part of shadow work. It says, leading us to, then and only then can our full self be acknowledged, leading us to live a healthy and balanced life. And that's what life is really all about. Finding that balance between positive and negative, between karmic situations and good karma and bad karma. Please remember to be compassionate with yourself. Shadow work is a process that takes time, patience, and most importantly, self-love. You definitely have to be patient with yourself. I can't stress that enough. So I really love that she put this in here. I just feel like it's like words of encouragement, and it also explains what shadow work is. It says your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So, you know, a lot of times people come to readers and therapists and counselors and coaches. All of these different people are there as guides. They're there to assist you along your life's journey, along finding your purpose, along maintaining and obtaining healthy relationships, right? So a lot of people come in, but they refuse to do the work on self, which is what your coach is. A real coach is going to help you aspire to be better. It's going to help you look at yourself and find out what you need to do to get to where you say you want to be. A real coach is not going to keep you dependent on them having to constantly come back all the time. It's like, it's that saying, you know, you give a man, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but you teach a man how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Because we are here, healers, light workers, readers. Really, the real purpose of it, the real purpose of the tarot, just like the Bible and any other religious practice, the Quran, all these other things, they are there to help guide you along your life's journey. That's all it really is. That's all it comes down to. It says, in order to be successful in shadow work, you must be willing to explore the deepest, darkest corners of your mind, illuminating and examining long ignored traumas, diving into the very heart of them, picking them apart and recognizing how they trigger you. Sit with them and allow them to just be. Allow them the space they need to bleed and hurt. Processing every aspect of them. This will allow you to heal and let them go with the love and acknowledgement they deserve. I know it's scary and painful, but think of the growth and peace you can achieve. You can do this, my love. I'm guiding you every step of the way. You are safe. So that is beautiful. So let's go through the cards and let's just kind of get a look at what they look like. Hang on. What does she got going on? We have chaotic energy. That's the first card. We have uncharted territory. Uncharted territory. We have allow light and shadow to exist in harmony. We have take a leap of faith. We have, how do you pronounce? Mandalas, sacred geometry, mandalas. Now I have to research that because I'm not familiar with mandalas. Internal struggle. Pride and ego. Reserved, timid. Illumination, wisdom. Observing patterns. Have the courage to defeat your demons. Trust. Reflection. What does it say? Reflection, introspection. Yeah. Boundaries. Transcending the veil. Let's see. We have empath, healer, self-destructive, sense of purpose, ignoring the truth, change in perspective, transformation, dreams, desires, running from pain, fragmented soul, universal energy, rise above and conquer, enlightenment, facing the storm, depth, subconscious. Yeah, I agree, they really are. Soothing your sorrows, delusions, fantasy, don't let fear distort reality, ancestral guidance, defensive, reactive. Those are parts of the shadow. Stubborn and determined, parts of the shadow. Solitude, insecure, paranoid, shadow side. Anxiety and feeling lost, a lot of shadow work. Tread lightly. And then you have unbridled passions. Based on whatever types of traumas you've been through, each and every one of those cards means something in your healing process. So I'm super excited about this deck, and I cannot wait to use it. Can't wait to use it. Okay, beautiful. Shout out to Al Goddess. Thank you so much, love. She just has such a beautiful spirit. Let's see. Okay, so let's open this one. Whatever's in here. Listen, y'all, I was trying to take apart a bracelet and put together another one, so be patient with me. If you're watching the live stream, you guys, and you hopped in here and you were wanting a reading, let me know. But this is mostly an unboxing. I'm hoping to have a couple of new readings up by tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because I plan on chilling out tonight. Okay. And I have work tomorrow, so. And this is one of the reasons also that I decided on my own that I needed to increase my prices on my website, because I was only charging $25 for a reading. And people would want their readings the same day. And the thing is, I work full time. Tarot is not something I do. It's not my full-time thing. So for me as a reader, I have to take out time in the evening that I could be doing other things in my home to do a reading for someone that feels like they just absolutely need a reading right then and there. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh. That's their card. Let's see what we got in here. Oh. Now I know what this is. Okay, never mind, y'all. I thought this was a new one. But I will show y'all. This is somebody else's order, but these are my masculine and feminine perspective oracle decks. Very good decks for just tapping into your person's energy. If you're a masculine, your feminine's energy, or if you're a feminine, your masculine's energy, or however you identify, because some women have more masculine energy. Anyway, either way, these decks are very good for that. This is the masculine perspective and the feminine perspectives. They look like. These are available for pre-order on my Etsy shop. All right. So I have to send that out. But, ooh, let's play with my deck a little bit here, since this is my newest one. I have new decks. I still have more new decks coming. Let's see. Let's see. Queen, I'm going to pull for you since you're the first person in here. And see what Spirit wants you to know in regards to shadow work. What is the message, Spirit ancestors, that you have for Queen in regards to shadow work? What does she needs to know in regards to her healing? What is she not healing that still needs work? Ooh, boundaries. Boundaries. And this is deep. I know when we think of boundaries, we think of like being able to say no and things of that nature. What is my favorite deck? I would have to say the Good Tarot. The Good Tarot is one of my favorite decks. One of my favorite decks. I mean, I have like 40 different decks. So that, yeah, boundaries. I feel like Spirit wants you to have this message for a specific reason. I feel like sometimes you're afraid of telling people no, Queen, because you, because you are a people pleaser a lot of the time. And that's what Spirit wants you to come out of your comfort zone. Sometimes doing shadow work, I know doing shadow work can be very uncomfortable. So if you're trying to heal things, you're not going to be comfortable, because you're going to have to say things that piss people off, that may cause people to block you, that may cause people to not want to follow you. That's fine. I've had people unsubscribe. I've had people unfollow. Do I give two fucks? Absolutely not, because I'm not going to stop being my authentic self just to please someone else. And that's what Spirit wants all of us to learn when it comes to boundaries. You can't let people walk all over you and treat you any type of way and expect everything to be fine. People, if you allow people to disrespect you, they're going to disrespect you. Period. If you allow people in your energy that are not worth being in your energy, they're gonna drain you. Is why Spirit says it's so important to have boundaries. When you love yourself enough the way that you should, you'll understand the importance of making sure that whoever comes into your energy is worth being in your energy. Not everybody should have access to you, and you shouldn't want access to everybody. Just because you know people or talk to people doesn't mean you have to befriend them. Doesn't mean they have to befriend you. That is okay. It is okay to be also with boundaries too. Getting involved in other people's business and things of that nature. Spirit's like, no, don't let people be like, treat you like an emotional dumpster. Like some people, and I've learned this lesson with readings. Oh wow, hi the monkey, that's good. Hey Divine Cancerian love. You can't allow people to bring their negativity into you, and this is why Spirit constantly reminds us to protect your energy. Because some people have such a heavy energy and they carry negative attachments to you, and that's one of the importance of having boundaries. When you love yourself enough, you will make sure that you set boundaries in place that are going to help protect you and them. Sometimes you have to tell people no. Let me give you an example. A lot of people think boundaries are about them. It's usually not, but it can be. Because, for example, if I know that I have a problem, let's say I'm an alcoholic. That's not something I'm going to go around advertising and telling people I have a problem with drinking. No, I'm not. I'm just using this as an example, okay? If I'm an alcoholic and let's say a close friend of mine or one of my relatives, a cousin or somebody invites me out to drink, I'm going to say no thank you, I'll pass. Because I know that if I go to the club or go to the bar or wherever there's alcohol being served, I don't have enough control. And that boundary is having enough respect for myself to say, I know I can't handle it. I can't handle it. But it's also having enough respect for them, because if I go and get drunk and do something, acting the fool, they're going to be embarrassed. So you have to set boundaries to protect yourself and to protect other people. Just like in relationships, a lot of people don't set boundaries because a lot of this stuff stems from childhood issues. Your parents, your environment, whoever raised you. A lot of people don't have boundaries. I see a lot of parents who allow their kids to just walk into their room whenever they're talking, butt into conversations. There are no boundaries. There are no rules in that household. And children who grow up in households with no boundaries, no rules, grow up to be adults who are assholes because they feel entitled. They feel like they can just walk into a room and everybody's supposed to cater to whatever it is their mood is. You can feel it when they walk into the room. If they're happy, they want everybody to know they're happy, so everybody else is picking up that energy. If they're pissed off, they carry that same energy because there's no boundaries. They don't have enough respect to say, you know what, I'm going through something, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Great, Hyde. That's wonderful. That is awesome. The thing with boundaries is, no is okay. I can't stress this enough. No is okay. Just like with children, I'm going to say this from childhood because a lot of people carry childhood trauma and they don't realize it. When you tell a child no, before this child, usually before kids start talking, communicating properly, You can just tell them, no, you can't have that. You can't put that in your mouth when they're a baby, you know? So you take something from the baby, like my nephew, I'll take his pacifier and I'll give him something else, you know, to deal with, or he's done with his bottle, so I'll give him the pacifier. He can't talk right now. But as they start talking, you have to let them know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And again, that is called boundaries. No, you can't just come in mommy's room whenever you feel like it. No, you can't just throw a tantrum in the middle of the floor because you're upset about something. You need to communicate and let mommy know what happened. You need to let me know, let TT know what happened. You can't just throw a fit. If those types of behaviors during childhood are not addressed, those types of behaviors carry on into adulthood, is what I'm saying. So boundaries are extremely important. Enforcing boundaries are extremely important. No, you cannot just go through mommy's purse and start pulling things out of mommy's purse. Doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. So if you don't teach a child early about those boundaries, yes. And see, that right there is the exact reason why boundaries have to be hang on, y'all. That's exactly why you have to have boundaries, because kids will walk into a room, they'll butt into grown folks' conversation. My mom used to tell us that if you see grown people talking, you walk out of that room. You do not need to be in that room where grown people are speaking. It's a boundary. You see what I'm saying? It's a boundary. Now, notice children who've never been taught that, they interrupt, they butt in, they do the same thing as adults. You can't tell them anything because they're too busy trying to think of something to say, talk over you. You can't get a word in edgewise. They don't take criticism because they're not listening to you anyway. When it's time for them to be corrected or criticized about some type of behavior that's unacceptable, they are not listening to you because they're busy talking. Because that boundary was never established during childhood. When I speak, you listen. Because I'm your mother, I'm your father, whoever the authorities are in that child's life, because they didn't set the boundary. As an adult, this person grows up to think that it's okay to overtalk people. It's okay to talk back to the authority because, again, that boundary was not set. The respect is not there. That is what boundaries are for. Boundaries help to keep discipline, order, and respect in a setting, right? So I think that's still a lesson for you in that sense, where people have to learn to respect you, queen. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. Like, you deserve to be respected. You deserve to be appreciated. And if someone is in your energy who cannot respect you or appreciate you, then why are you allowing them there? That's the message. All of that for the message of boundaries. I don't know why that came through, but it did. Needed to be said. But I guess that was for other people who are also watching the live stream. Boundaries are incredibly important from the time you are a child all the way through adulthood, because people will listen. People will try you. They will try you. And you got to let them know that you're not the one to be tried. You're welcome, love. You are most welcome. It's like you have to put people in their place in the most respectful of ways, but let them know, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Even if someone feels that let's just say that someone feels that you've wronged them in some type of way, there's a way to approach the situation. Even if I'm wrong, there's a way to say, hey, Jackie, I think what you said was wrong. Like this idiot troll that just came in here just a minute ago. Like, if you feel, and this is a great thing that I was taught growing up, if you feel like something is wrong or off, put it in a question form. If I just come to you and I'm like, Queen, you need to stop eating that. First of all, that's rude. Second of all, I'm not your mother. Third of all, there's a way to say something. That's not it, right? That's not it. And if I can't come to you in a respectful way, then, you know, let's see, Divine Cancerian. Spirit, what messages do you have for Divine Cancerian? Right. And again, that's, you know, that is something that a lot of people are not taught as children. Like, how to be respectful to someone else. Something as common and simple, a lot of people think that, oh, well, that's just common sense. It really isn't common sense. You would be surprised. You would be surprised at the number of people who are very disrespectful as adults. I see it every day in my practice, in my work, in what I do every day, dealing with people. Ooh, child. The disrespect. I have people asking me sometimes, they'll be like, because I require people to call the office and check in with us because, you know, I work for a staffing agency and we get jobs in and out every day. So I ask them, you know, to call and check in. Exactly. A lot of adults are just grown up children in grown up bodies, a lot of them, and you can see it in their behavior. Nope, not at all. Just the disrespect is so, I mean, from cussing folks out, slamming doors, honey, the disrespect is just, it's unbelievable. But a lot of that stuff stemmed from childhood. A lot of them were not disciplined. They were not given boundaries. They were not taught how to be respectful. And those people grew up. They grew up and now they're adults. Here we go. Those are the type of people that flip people off in traffic. The people that cuss and carry on in the drive-thru instead of just going somewhere else, asking for a refund and keeping it moving. Those are the type of people that they see something, they'll just go take it. Those are the type of people that kidnap kids and adults and rape and all kinds of stuff because there were no boundaries. When there are no boundaries, there usually, for a lot of people, are no morals. They steal cars as kids, 13, 14-year-olds in inner cities, stealing cars, smoking, doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, this is different, Divine Cancerian. Being hot-headed, honestly, I feel like when you're a teenager, sometimes you could pop off at the mouth. I feel like we've all been there. But you know when you get beside yourself. You know when you get beside yourself. And certain households wouldn't even allow it. You know who not to talk to crazy. But some folks, they let their kids do all kind of stuff. The kids are out all hours of the night, come back in the house. This is what I'm talking about. No respect. No respect, no boundaries. They just running in and out. Like you running a hotel. Oh yes, hide the monkey. I absolutely agree with you. Very selective about who you share your energy with. This is what I'm talking about. Then the runaways, they get found because they're running off. There's no boundaries. No, mom, I'm running to the store with so and so up here. Is this okay? No, you don't tell me where you're going. You ask me where you're about to go before you go. You ask me as a parent, as a parent and a guardian. That means I am legally responsible for your life. You are in my care until you are an adult to be able to make decisions on your own. And even then, the world is a risky place. So if you want to just run up the street with Keisha and Shanae, you need to call me and say, hey mom, is that okay? Is it okay if I run up to the store real quick with Keisha and Shanae so I know that you're going with Keisha and Shanae? Don't just go. There has to be boundaries. There has to be a level of respect. Yes, she's 16. That's still, I'm still responsible for the 16-year-old. If she's my daughter, I'm still responsible for this child. She's still a child. She's still a minor. And people forget that when their kids become 13, 14, 15, they just start treating them like adults. They are not adults. They are not grown-ups. You can't just put them out. A lot of the times. Right. Trust me, I understand, Divine Cancerian. Trust me, I understand. But a lot of people, they end up putting it. I understand as a parent, teenagers can be hell. They can be pure hell. But as a parent, that's what you sign up for. You sign up for dealing with whatever comes your way because that child isn't their own individual person with the combination of your DNA and their father's DNA. So you have to deal with what their personality is like, how their character is developing. You have to deal with it. Yes, sometimes, but see, this is the thing. At that point, 18, 19, you're technically considered an adult. So what you do at that point is on you. But if I've done raised you and you still out here running the streets, acting the fool, carrying on, you're going to have to learn the hard way. You have to learn the hard way. And sometimes as a parent, you do have to have tough love because some kids have to learn the hard way. Some of them are hard-headed. Some don't listen. A lot of them don't listen. So you know what? You go to jail, I'm not coming to pick you up. Do not call me. You're going to sit right there in that cell. Because you put yourself in that position. You were smart enough to go and steal the car. So you're going to be smart enough to sit right there in that cell. Sit right there and think about all the things that I've taught you on how you shouldn't be stealing a car. How you shouldn't be driving with no tags. How you should make sure that you're not out with the wrong crowd of people. It's choices. Life is about a lot of choices. And when you make piss poor choices, you get piss poor consequences. That's what happens. Bad choices, bad consequences. 1 + 1 is 2. But a lot of people don't set boundaries, and that's what happens. Right, exactly. Yep. I see little kids with phones and I'm like, wait a minute, she's 5. Who is she calling in kindergarten? What? Like, I don't understand. Divine Cancerian, Spirit's giving me a message for you about chaotic energy. You might do well to do some cleansing techniques around you, around your aura. There's somebody or some situation in your energy that is chaotic. That is chaotic. And spiritual baths, protection oils, all those different things can help with the chaotic energy, but also just keeping distant from whoever carries the chaotic energy. But I feel like because you're an intuitive, you probably know exactly who carries the chaotic energy. And there also you carry some chaotic energy as well from your experiences in life, and spirit is saying you've got to release that energy. But I feel like you're already working on it. I feel like you're already in progress. Like, we're all a work in progress, but spirit is just reminding you that there's still chaotic energy within that needs to be calmed, that needs to be like mellowed out, like all peace here, all peace. We want peace, we want quiet. All that rah can stay over there. That's chaotic energy. And sometimes when you are used to in the cycles, I'm thinking of karmic cycles. When you're used to drama tends to follow some people. They tend to be a magnet for drama. Hey, M Love. So be aware of dealing with people who are attached to drama and dramatic situations, because it's a lot, and it drains you energetically. Anything that drains you energetically, spirit is saying drop it. Drop it. If it drains you energetically, if you feel tired, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, Divine Cancerian, there are some people, like, you can have a conversation with them, or you can just be around the person and you literally feel tired after dealing with this person. Like, you just feel drained. You can't have a normal conversation with the person because everything is drama, it's negative, it's arguing, it's nervous, that type of energy. Oh, well, I didn't get this done because I had to take care of this, and the person is always like this all the time. So you feel that energy because you're in that person's presence, or you're on the phone with that person, or they're always stressed all the way up to here all the time. I just got so much going on and I can't. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. Not over here. We need calm over here. We need quiet. We need peace. Your spirit team is like, woosah. Hi, the monkey. You're hilarious. Yes, but crystals are a really great way. I'm telling y'all, like with the selenite that I have, honey, get you some selenite, okay? Because I don't know what it is about it, but it's very calming. The energy is very calming. There literally is an essential oil. It's by Young Living essential oil. It's called Peace and Calming. Get it, girl. They have a small little oil. Yes. So, like I said, I know it's a work in progress, but try to tell yourself, I am only going to dwell on peaceful things. If it doesn't bring me peace, then I'm not concerned with it. It's not my problem. I feel like part of your chaotic energy, Divine Cancerian, is because you're so loving and you're so giving. Yes, Peace and Calming, Hide the Monkey. That's the name of the essential oil. You may be able to find it on Amazon, but Young Living actually has a site. They're a very reputable essential oil company, one of the top essential oil companies in the United States. And I think they do ship internationally as well. Their essential oils they're grade A quality. What was I saying? Oh, because you're such a very loving and giving and kind person, that so many people feed off of your energy. And Spirit says it's time to cut energy vampires. And when I say that, they call you, I got this going on and I don't know if this is going to work out. And, they call you with the drama. They call you with the problem. They want you to come and help. Well, can you bring me this? And can you send me some money for that? And you're most welcome, love. You see what I'm saying? And it's always, well, we need you to stay over later. Can you work this shift for us? Or, it's you are stretching yourself thin emotionally because you're trying to give bits and pieces of you to everybody else. And you need you first. That's the chaotic energy. So start saying no. Just start saying no. No, I'm so sorry. I can't do it today. Yeah. Be like, you know what? When they call you with the rah-rah, well, I just lost the car. They just came and picked it up because I didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, call me and let me know, when everything is worked out. Call me and let me know when it's all worked out. I'm praying for you. I'm praying it all works out. I'm sending you all my love, and hang up. That's it. Stop trying to rescue people. Stop trying to save them. They need to save themselves. A lot of people put themselves in situations that they could easily get out of. But if they know that you're always going to come running to their rescue, it creates an energy of codependence. And that's why the energy is chaotic, because you're stressed the fuck out because you keep trying to help them and give to them and work with them and give them all access to you. And you're drained. You're tired. Start saying no. I'm sorry, I'm not available this weekend. No, I can't come over and watch the kids for you. No, I can't do. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. See how nice I said it? I'm so sorry to hear that. That way you don't feel guilty about it. And you shouldn't feel guilty about it anyway. Because at the end of the day, who's taking care of you? If you're extending yourself to everybody. Also, stop answering the phone. Just look at it. Just put it on silent. Just stop answering the phone. Sometimes you have to do that. Just stop answering the phone. Or if you do respond, give it some time. Don't respond right away. Sometimes I was just saying this the other day. Sometimes it helps you to process what's being said, especially if you deal with people who are always like this. Give yourself some time before you respond to the message or before you call them back. If you even want to call them back, here's something to think about for food for thought. Some people carry so much drama that to protect your energy, you don't want to pick up the phone. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Some people, they are so full of drama, I'm going to call them back tomorrow. If I call them back tomorrow. Some people you don't even want to answer because it's too much. It's just too much. So yeah, Spirit saying cleanse your energy. Because it's a lot. It's a lot going on right there. A lot. Let's see. It's a lot. Spirit's like, we see you. We see you. We see you. Hi, the monkey. Did you want me to pull for you? See what message Spirit has for you? This deck is already working great things. It's already showing great messages. I love it. Let's see, Spirit, what should Queen do? Okay. Ooh. Spirit says, make plans, Queen, for yourself. Because I know we did yours. I'm doing yours first, and I'm going to do Divine Cancerian. I love it. I love it. Yeah, do what you love. Make plans for you. I feel like that too. I do. Sometimes I listen to other people's readings and I get a message out of it. So I'm like, yay. Had to be something I was supposed to hear. Okay. Divine Cancerian Spirit's message is for you to have fun, but I feel like in having fun, that's more like to enjoy life. Stop taking on other people's stresses. You're stressed because they're stressed, and it's not your stress. It's not your stress. Oh, thanks, Em. Yeah, you're stressed because they're stressed. And you don't need to be stressed, boo. You don't. I guess those are too small, I guess. That's good. That is good. I am love. Yep, I already know it. Trust me. Trust me. All the water signs. All my water signs tend to go through that. They tend to go through that, you know, where they're constantly giving to everyone, and they are okay. All my water signs, yeah, are constantly in a state of giving to others instead of giving to themselves, because you guys matter. Okay, you do. Constantly giving. And I'm just like, girl, say no. Which is also the shadow aspect of Aquarius. We can be very selfish. In our unhealed energy, we can be very self-centered, which is a problem, or egotistical and arrogant. But water signs shadow self is like doing too much, giving too much, worrying too much, anxiety. When water signs are balanced, they are some of the most sweetest, loving, kind people you will ever come across. Those are balanced water signs. And most of the water signs I know of are. Most of the water signs that I know of are very sweet people. It's just sometimes that shadow side. I work on that shadow side. Right. Yes, let me pull this card for Hide the Moon first, and then yeah, she can ask her question. Let's see. Oh wow. Hide the monkey. Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith. Fear holds you back a lot. Fear. And I feel like with your, like you said, your moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius tends to be a risk taker. You're welcome. I mean, Sagittarian sun and Aquarius moon. Take a leap of faith. Sometimes you're afraid. Fear holds you back with your Aquarius moon because Aquarius is a thinker. Aquarius is an overthinker at times. So with your moon being in Aquarius, you know, you feel like you're not really sure because you're not sure if you can trust whatever decisions you're trying to make, you're not really sure if it's really going to work out, if it's even worth it. So you're questioning things. And Aquarius is definitely a thinker. I mean, we do question. One of the top questions is why. So do it. Have the monkey do it. Set up an Etsy shop. It's just like 1, 2, 3. Set up an Etsy shop. Just do it. Sell products on Facebook. Just do it. You have nothing to lose. Spirit says take that leap of faith. Don't talk about it, be about it. This is the shadow side. You give in to fear too much. Spirit's like, you have to start doing the things that make you happy. You have to start living your life. Because if you don't, there's going to come a point in time where you're going to be almost out of here. And then you're going to be like, I remember back when I was 40 and I wanted to do this thing, but I never did it. And then it's going to be too late. So Spirit's like, if you want to start the business, start the business. If you want to write a book, write the book. Get it published. Do whatever it is. You're welcome. Again, taking a leap of faith. Sometimes taking a leap of faith is scary. But if you really want to connect with your ancestors and spirit guides, they're guiding us all the time. They are guiding us all the time. If you trust your spirit team, if you trust them, right? Just like you trust Source, God Almighty, however you identify. If you trust him, let him do his work. Let him lead you in the way that you're supposed to go. If you keep thinking, well, what about this? And what if this? And I don't have enough money for this. And I don't have enough money for that. We tend to have enough money for the things that we want to have enough money for, I find. Yeah, thinking way too much. Doing too much. Instead of just going forward. Just go on forward. Just move on forward. You have nothing to lose. Right? And even if you fail, because a lot of people are like afraid of failing, it's a learning experience. That's what life is. It is an experience. So you live and you learn, right? So if you fail the first time, you know the second time what not to do. So it's okay. Failure is okay. It is a part of life. And this is why integrating our shadow selves with our light self, with the light aspect of self, is so important, because it creates the balance. We're going to have successes. We're going to have fails. We are going to have failures. We are. Just like we're going to have ups and we're going to have downs. That's the balance of life. Everything is not going to be 100% perfect, whoop-de-woo, lollipops and rainbows all day long. It's not like that. There's going to be crying sometimes. There's going to be screaming sometimes. There's going to be cussing people out sometimes. Because that's life. That's reality. That's we're human beings. So don't let your fears, don't let your thoughts get in the way of doing the things that you truly want to do. Okay, and love. She can ask a question. So take a leap of faith. Yeah. Spirit says, don't be afraid to sparkle. Shine, honey, shine. Right. It says, don't be afraid to shine. Stand up and show out. Don't be afraid to shine. Oh, you're most welcome. Hi, Brittany. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. What's the current energy? Are you and your daughter's dad currently, like, are you guys talking to each other right now, Brittany? Okay, so it's like strictly just, pretty much your conversations between each other are strictly just about your daughter. Not really much else outside of that is how it's pretty much going right now. Let's see. energy. Okay, got you. Spirit, what's the overall energy surrounding Brittany and her daughter's father? I feel like you both right now are, yeah, okay, so the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Pentacles, he is, he's very determined. He's very determined to achieve a certain goal. And he's committed to the process. He works very, very hard. I feel like this is a mutual energy between the two of you. You both work, or whatever it is that you do for a living, you both are committed to that. But you're also very committed to making sure that your daughter has a positive experience when you two do interact. So it's almost like the energy surrounding the connection right now is just like cordial, if that makes sense. No one's really opening up. With the Four of Pentacles, this tells me that you both are holding back, like really expressing emotions about the situation. Love and light, hide the monkey. Thanks for hopping in. So this is telling me that either he's very emotionally distant or you're both very emotionally distant with the Four of Pentacles here. So nobody's really talking about how you feel about the actual relationship between the two of you, because you both, it's almost like you don't want to talk about it. Like nobody wants to talk about where it's headed or any of that, because it's an uncomfortable topic is what I'm getting. It's an uncomfortable situation. So nobody's really talking about it. It's just kind of like, hey, I came to pick up the baby, that type of thing. Yeah. Yeah, Two of Cups. There's still feelings there, though. There's still love there to a degree. Like, you still kind of have feelings for this person, which makes sense, especially with him being your daughter's father. And he actually does still have love for you. There's a possibility that you two could get back together if both parties are willing to put in the work, and if it's something that you really, really want. If you want. Yeah, I feel like you have some trust issues with him, though. I feel like you don't really trust him. I don't know if things have happened between you two in the past that made you kind of like look at him sideways, like, you know, with the Queen of Swords. But she's very blunt. She's very straightforward. And this is your energy, like, I see you. How she's looking in this card is like, I see you. Like, how are we going to work? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel. That's exactly what I feel. And I feel like you both are in this very independent energy. Like, you're focused on making sure that you and the baby are comfortable, and he's making sure that he's comfortable with whatever he does. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. It's like you both don't really express anything emotionally. Let's see. Tell me more. Yeah, Five of Swords. There's been a lot of conflict between the two of you. A lot of conflict between the two of you with this Five of Swords. There were some arguments in the past, and I feel like there were some things that were said that were very, very hurtful between the two of you, which is why I feel like you kind of don't trust each other because of whatever transpired in the past, whatever situation happened to cause you two to break up in the first place or separate in the first place is how it all started. Like, you don't trust him because maybe you found out about something, maybe something was said, whatever the case may be. There's some type of hostile energy between the two of you with this this Five of Swords. This Five of Swords. I also feel like somebody in this situation, I feel like more so him, he is not going to admit. He's not the type of person that wants to admit when he's wrong either. And I feel like that's part of the problem too. Like, as much as you probably still have love for him, it's like you don't want to deal with that type of thing where you say something to him and then he doesn't want to take accountability or responsibility for his actions or the lack thereof. There's unfinished business here, though. The world is here. There's unfinished business here. Yeah. Yeah. There's unfinished business here. And I feel like you've pretty much, I feel like you are done with the situation to an extent, but it's like you're still kind of like, you still kind of have a little bit of hope, or he may still have a little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, there's a possibility that maybe things could work out. I don't know. But Spirit's advice right now is to just focus on yourself. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Pour into you. Love on you. Love on your daughter. Like, do the things that make you feel comfortable, that make you happy, that bring you joy right now. Because I feel like he probably has a lot going on. And I feel that because I see the Eight of Swords. I feel like he's going to blame you. He's going to blame everybody else but himself for the lack of effort in this connection. Again, I don't feel like he takes responsibility for things. I feel like he often plays the victim, and that's part of the problem. He doesn't see any wrongdoing on his behalf. He doesn't see any wrongdoing and on his behalf. And he's the type of person, this is what I'm getting. I'm feeling like he's the type of person that won't really admit it if something is going on. Yeah. If he's failed in some type of way, he won't own up to it. He won't own up to it. As a matter of fact, he'll give an excuse as to why he did something a particular way or why he didn't do something a particular way. Because like you say, he just avoids responsibility. I feel like he's very avoidant. He's very avoidant. And when it comes to talking about serious issues, I feel like it turns up being an argument instead of just having a normal sit down discussion about it. And I feel like that's what strains this connection. A lot of it, because it turns into an argument. Like it's hard when you can't have good communication with someone and everything is just like, back and forth instead of being able to sit down instead of being able to sit down like an adult and have a conversation. It's like, what? I'm sitting here talking to you about getting your daughter stuff for daycare, and you turn this into a whole situation. Like, no. Yeah. So it's this energy of hostility between you guys right now, because I don't feel like it's on your part, Brittany. I feel like it's more on his part. Like, I feel like you still do love him. Like, there is a part of you that still loves him and still wishes things could work out. But he's so full of himself. Yeah, he's so full of himself. Makes sense. He's so full of himself. Like, full of himself. And so he doesn't really, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. No, we're taking no responsibility for his actions. That sounds like a sag all the way. Full of himself, full of shit, and taking no accountability. Because trust me, I understand what you're going through 1,000 times. Like, sir, you said this. You're the one that said this. Like, yeah. Right. And then it's like, well, if she hadn't have done this, then I wouldn't have done that. No, sir, you chose to do that. You made that decision. That was all you. It was all you. So, yeah. Totally get it. Yeah, best thing you can do for yourself right now, Brittany, is pull back, honey. Pull back all that good love and energy and giving that you give. Because Sagittarius men are selfish. They're very selfish in a sense because they love to be catered to. They love to, yes, cocky. Yes, very cocky. Very cocky. Especially the December ones. Very cocky. So, yeah. Love to be catered to. No, we're not going to do it because I'm not the one. Yep. Very cocky, full of themselves. So it's like, If he's wronged you in some type of way, I would let him fix it. I would let him fix it. It's if you know that you've done everything that you needed to do, you've apologized for any wrongs that you may have done, don't keep apologizing to him. No, ma'am. It's his responsibility if he wants to work it out for the sake of his child. Oh yeah, I figured that. I figured it. When you said no accountability, I figured it. Yeah, I figured it. It's like, sir, I'm gonna need you to step it up. It's like they enjoy there's no other way there's no other way for me to say this because I'm very blunt, Brittany, so welcome to my bluntness. They yes, they can be very aggressive. But they enjoy sexual relationships with people, but when it comes to actually settling down and committing, Sagittarius men they struggle with actually committing. They do. I don't sense it so much with Sagittarius women. Yeah, I don't sense it so much with Sagittarius women, but Sagittarius men, yeah, because Sagittarians are very sexual. They're very sexual. But when it comes to actually like taking responsibility, like we talked about, then that's when problems come arise. Because then it's like, oh, well, why do I have to be the one to do this? And then it's like complaining because they have to, okay, but because you made a child, that's why. Like, yeah, like it's like, sir, what did you think was gonna happen when you had a child? That's a life that has to be taken care of. Like, what did you think? What's gonna happen? 1 + 1 is 2. So absolutely. Oh, are they divine Cancerian? You know, now that you say that, yep, I can see it. Because I've had some fierce little Sagittarius ladies. And then I think about Nicki Minaj, and she's a Sagittarius too. She's feisty, but she truly is a romantic at heart. But here's the thing, and this is why astrology plays a role in tarot, and this is why a lot of people who don't believe in astrology, I just laugh, because astrology is real. Like Sagittarius men they're very dominant. But all fire signs are dominant. Like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they're very dominant. They give off a very masculine energy. So they're bold even in their approach to you. A Sagittarius man has no problem coming up and telling you how sexy you look to him because he's just that bold. He has no fear about it. He has no qualms about telling you, hey, I think you're pretty. I want to talk to you. Oh, did you? I would have to go look at your video, Divine Cancerian. Because I love watching other intuitive readers. I love it. But yeah, Sagittarius men are just very direct with how they feel. Like they don't really hold back. He doesn't want to argue with you. That's what I feel. He doesn't want to argue with you, but like Divine Cancerian said, he can be aggressive and he can be very assertive. Yes, I totally agree with you. I find Leo men are very sensitive. Like they be feeling some type of way, and I'm just like, what? Sagittarius can be the same way too. I think because Sagittarian is like, some of them have Scorpio placements. So because Sagittarius, Scorpio. So sometimes Sagittarius is in their feelings. You're like, because why? Like, what just happened? Yes, Leo men are they're very temperamental. Very temperamental. Like you never, but I think it's because, again, Leo Cancer, the border, Leo Cancer, they kind of shift, depending on the transits, they kind of shift. So Leo and even Gemini sometimes has a little bit of Cancer in there, because Gemini could be feeling all types of ways, and it's like, Gemini, it's okay. But yeah, it's Sagittarius men are extremely blunt, bold, sexual, and very avoidant when it comes to responsibility. They really don't like taking care of other people. This is why I said Sagittarius men are very selfish a lot of the time. And I don't really think they realize it or that they intend to be selfish, but they love being catered to. And most of the fire sign men do. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yep, exactly. Divine Cancerian, exactly. I think they just love being catered to. Aries men, Leo men, they love being catered to. They love the compliments. Sagittarius men, I find that they are very flashy. They like to be noticed. They have a big ego. They have a huge ego. I mean, when I think about Sagittarius men, I mean, look at Jay-Z. He's a Sagittarius man. Hey, Valerie Love. Look at Offset. All the Sagittarius men I can think of, they're very showy. And they're very like, boom, I want you to see me. I want you to see me because I need to be seen. They can be quiet, but they want you to notice them. She's not used to sensitive guys. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, I figured it. And that would be my main concern right now, Brittany, because I feel like you deserve better, honestly. I feel like you deserve somebody who's actually going to be there and be committed. Yeah, as they get older, it takes Sagittarius men a long while to finally grow up, like grow out of that. I find a lot of them, much like Gemini men, they have that Peter Pan syndrome where they want to be children even when they're like damn near 50. And it's like, sir, you have one foot in the grave. We're going to need you to grow up today. But eventually they start to mellow out and they start to mature as they get older. It may take him a while, Brittany, for his responsibility to kick in that, oh, I'm a father. So now I have to like start thinking like a parent. I have to start behaving like a parent. Yeah. See, and my person is 1219, so yeah. It's like, sir, I'm gonna need you to come with it today. And Sagittarius men don't like feeling like you're telling them what to do. So they do what they want to do when they want to do it, how they want to do it. Yeah. So they just, yeah, it's a lot. But don't pressure yourself. Don't pressure yourself. If he wants a relationship, he knows exactly what to do. He knew what to do to get you in the first place. He knows exactly what to do. Don't stress yourself out over him. As long as he's taking care of his child, that would be my main priority as a mom. Just like, you know. I opened my shadow work deck. Yep. You're most welcome, love. Let me get some advice for you. Yeah, Gemini men tend to carry the Peter Pan syndrome. They do. They tend to carry the Peter Pan syndrome because they want to forever like live like a kid. It's like, sir, we need you to grow up today. We need you to grow up. What's the advice, Spirit, for Brittany? Clearing up, a breakthrough, new clarity, truths expressed. So, he may communicate something with you really soon here, Brittany, about what he's thinking, what's going through that head of his. Who knows? You may be surprised because he may actually open up and say something. Constantly, divine Cancerian, and it's a lot. We have forgiveness, release feelings of resentment and vengeance, and I feel like that's part of the issue. I feel like for you, Brittany, you're going to have to release this connection, like release the negative feelings and emotions that you have towards him, because once you release it, then you can heal from it and you can move on to something better, like move on to something, to someone that's actually going to appreciate you, you know? Yeah, circle of support. Ask for support from family and friends. Yeah, surround yourself by loved ones. Surround yourself by people who really do love you and who want the best for you. And even if you decide to start dating again, if you notice that somebody is, they're only about the physical, they're only wanting to be entertained, it's all fun and games, you know, when sex is involved and when drinks are involved and we going out and we taking trips and all this other stuff. But when it comes to the deeper conversations, it's like you have to use your discretion and say, you know what is he on? How is he moving in this connection? Like, where do I see myself with this man in the next 5 months? How serious is he about actually being in a relationship or being a father figure to my child? Like, once you start dating again, like, those are things to consider. Like, is this person going to be, again, another flake? Somebody that's not going to be responsible for their child? Somebody that's, I'm going to have to beg and plead, please do this, please do that. Like, you don't need that stress. And even if you decide to give your child's father another chance, Spirit says be careful of what you ask for because you just might get it. And it may not be what you think you want. Yeah, Spirit says web, getting caught in entanglement. Entanglement, yeah. I feel like this is kind of what this is. Like, this is a mess because you really do have feelings for the guy. You have a child with this man, but this man is not trying to step up to the plate, and that's the issue. The Spirit says surround yourself by people who love you, people who support you, and just release it. Release it. Yeah, it says peace. Harsh times end and tranquility is ahead. So, yeah. And we have regrets. It's okay to have regrets about what happened. So I want you to know that it's okay to have regrets. It says, thinking of the past and wishing things went differently. And we've all been there, Brittany, so don't even feel bad about it. And we have karmic arrow, challenge, connection, and letdown, broken promises. I feel like this is what happened here. I feel like he talked a lot of good game in the beginning of this relationship with you. And probably prior to you having the baby, he probably made a lot of false promises and made you believe a lot of things, because Sagittarius men talk a lot of shit. They really do. We have militant, but his pride and ego is in the way now. His pride and ego is in the way, which is holding him back. We have hopeful, spiritual healing and rekindling of love. So Spirit wants you to stay hopeful, stay positive, because there's going to be somebody that is going to come in and that is going to love and appreciate you the way you deserve to be. But you first have to pour that love back into you. Yeah. So don't feel bad, because we have all been there, love. We have all been there. Trust me. Did I get everybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. But we're here for you, Brittany. We love and support you, girl. You got this. You got this. Reek, are you eating this coleslaw? Okay. No, I'm sorry. I heard crunching, and then I was like, Rico? You're most welcome. You are most welcome. Definitely sending you all love your way and hoping and praying that everything works out for you. Of course, Em. Of course you can, love. I just know relationships can be so challenging. They can be so challenging. And especially, how do I say this? Like, especially when you're dealing with particular signs, because some signs are more one way than another. Like, for some people, dealing with air signs can be just complete hell, because we're in our head most of the time, and we tend to overthink situations. We also tend to ghost people very quickly. We cut people off very quickly. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, it could just be complete hell for you. Some people would say dealing with earth signs is too much because earth signs are very picky. They're workaholics. They never have time for family. Earth signs are dominant and controlling. And, you know, it just really depends. I find, though, that the most challenging of the signs tend to be fire and water for whatever reason. Let's see, Spirit, what is the current energy surrounding the connection? And people who have those placements, whew, it's a work in progress. Spirit, what's the current energy surrounding this connection? Okay, love. You're an Aquarius. It makes sense. It makes total sense. Yeah, for whatever reason, we're attracted to fire signs. Aquarius, we're attracted to fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, for some reason. Spirit, what? Oh, hang on, y'all. Let me pull the other deck out. I'm an air sign, divine Cancerian, and I can't do air signs. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. There is a particular fire sign guy that he tries his best to flirt with me all the time, and I'm just like, bruh, we're not going there. We're not gonna do it. We are just not. We're not gonna do it. All right, so what's the overall energy surrounding M's connection with Jay? What's the overall energy? Just not gonna do it. He's an Aries, and he swears up and down that, like, I don't know, he believes in his mind. And then I have a Cancer. So I understand divine Cancerian because I can't date Cancers either. It's a no. It's a no. I can't do it. Girl, it's all bad news. Yeah, I can't do Aries either. Nope, no ma'am. We got single. Ooh, why's the energy there? I don't feel like it's like single. Right. Anybody that drinks Everclear straight from the bottle, stay away from them. I'm just saying. Single. That's the overall energy. The Aries females are different. Aries females are different. Distance. Okay. So his energy right now is right. We have single. We have distance. And I feel like he's feeling like he's single because of the distance, but not really. Because look, we got twin flames. So there's still that love, there's still that fire burning there for the connection. There's still the desire to push forward in the connection, but it almost feels impossible. It feels impossible. That's how he's feeling right now. Yeah. He's feeling like, damn. Why? Because of his home and family situation. It's revolving around home and family. And I feel like he's trying to juggle that, like figuring out what matters most. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's almost like which household is he going to, you know, finally be a part of. Growth and abundance. Yeah. Equality. Equality. The energy is like balance. This is great because this is telling me that right now the energy is still like you're still balancing the energy out. And I feel like it's balancing out because you're not giving in to him. You're not constantly, nagging him, as men like to call it, about what his plans are, what he's doing. You're not constantly in his face. You're just letting him do him. Feminine still searching. Yeah. Feminine still, so it's like it's balancing out. Feminine still searching. I feel like he's feeling your energy like you're just, I feel like you're still waiting. That's the energy I get with still searching, waiting. Let's see. Refreshing. So I feel like the connection, he wants to renew the connection with refreshing. Like, right. Divine Cancerian, don't take that personally, because I feel like how we were just talking about, the certain signs. Yep, absolutely. He has hope, though. He has hope in the connection. He does. And we have love messages. So he may send you a text or something, or be calling or something, some type of communication to let you know he does still love you. He is still a part of the connection. He does still think about you all the time. You're the missing piece to his puzzle. Yeah, until he finally starts to heal with the purge here, because there is some healing that needs to be done on his end, until he starts to change with transformation. Until he undergoes a major transformation, we have forbidden. Things are not going to work out in his favor until he starts making the changes that need to be made. There you go. But he has deep feelings for you still, just so you know. And he is ready to work on this connection with you. We got teamwork here. So, yeah, you're always in my heart. You're always in my heart. Just so you know. So he definitely still has a lot of love for you. Woo. But Divine Cancerian, yeah, don't take that personal, because I find that Leos, men and women, they usually get very paranoid. It's almost obsessive at times, because they're very jealous. They get very jealous. And I feel like it's a part of their own insecurities. A lot of times they feel like they can't fully trust you. And a lot of it, you're most welcome in love. They feel like they can't trust you, but a lot of that is them projecting their own insecurities onto you, when really they're afraid themselves. They're just afraid. It's weird, because they're afraid of being hurt is what it is. They're afraid to trust and just allow the relationship to, okay, love, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brittany. They're afraid to allow some people, because they're so paranoid and they overthink situations too much. They don't know how to just go through a relationship and enjoy it. Relationships are supposed to, I posted this the other day on my Instagram. Relationships are supposed to be fun. You're supposed to go on date nights. You're supposed to laugh and cut up together. You're supposed to watch movies. You're supposed to go out. It's supposed to be a pleasant experience. A relationship is not supposed to be, well, when are you going to pay the light bill? Well, you said you were going to do this and you never did it. You said that last week. I'm tired of waiting on you. Like, it shouldn't have to be this, well, I haven't heard from Mike in 5 weeks. It shouldn't have to be this type of strain. So some people, instead of just going with the flow, hi, Angelic A. I'm only taking donations tonight, love. Questions for donations tonight, but thank you for hopping in. Instead of just going with the flow of the connection, some people just they're quick to jump to conclusions and assume the worst case scenario of a situation. Like, he knows you're a good woman. He knows that you are trustworthy. He knows that you're loyal to the connection, but yet he questions. He questions because he's been hurt before. He questions because he may have been the unfaithful one before. And, you know, things of that nature. So, you know, and sometimes people do that too. Like, if they've been guilty of lacking in some type of way, they tend to project that. Queen. They end up projecting that onto whoever they're in a relationship with. I find that the excuse of I've been hurt before is old. It's old, and we're sick of hearing it. If you've been hurt before and you're afraid of being in a relationship as an adult, then don't be in an adult relationship. Stay home. Stay home, sir. Wear a mask. Since you can't figure out how to trust, you don't want to open up. You don't want to be in a relationship. You don't want to allow it to grow, and just stay home. So we don't see you. We don't have to deal with that. Let's see, Spirit. What's the overall energy? When people tell me that, well, I want love, but I'm afraid to open up. It's like, okay, so what did you expect was going to happen though? Because, you know, the thing about love and relationships is that, thank you, Valerie, for reminding people of that. Yes, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thumbs up the video. I had a blank, y'all. The thing about relationships, just like jobs, any relationship, right? Y'all can all agree with me when I say switching jobs is stressful. It's stressful, it's exciting, and it's nerve-wracking. The same feelings with a new relationship when you start dating someone new. It's stressful on your first date. You trying to make sure you ain't got nothing in your eye. You ain't got no boogies in your nose on this first date. You looking, you know, you on point when you go out, because you want to make sure that you got yourself together. So it's stressful because you don't really know them. They don't really know you. You're like, okay, I'm gonna be cool. Let me take a deep breath before we walk in this restaurant. Chew me a little gum so my breath is fresh. Spray my little body spray on them, a little perfume before I go in here. Put a little dab on and go on in here. So we're going to sit down and we're going to have a little conversation. Maybe start out with some appetizers and some drinks. Because, you know, we got to set the tone. We got to set the stage. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know what he's going to say. He doesn't know what you're going to say. He's probably sitting over there with more butterflies than you. And people forget that. Like, relationships are supposed to be exciting. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be enjoyable. Not stressing and crying and, well, I haven't heard from him in 6 months, and well, now he has a baby by somebody else, and then I just found out that he's getting deployed and I won't see him for another year, and this type of stuff, all this drama. And now I'm pregnant. Now he don't want to come. He don't want to take care of his child. Like, no, ma'am. If all of that stress is going on, that's not a relationship. That's a situationship. We don't do that over here. Here, what is the Leo's overall energy towards Divine Cancerian? What's his overall energy? Let's see. Ooh. Insecurity. And he seeks validation from you. Be careful, Divine Cancerian, because he can be kind of in a low-key way, like creating this type of codependent relationship between the two of you. Like, he feeds off of your energy. You see what I'm saying? So 10 of Pentacles in reverse is like he doesn't feel solid and stable enough within himself. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome to my channel. Absolutely. If you're new, please thumbs up the video and subscribe. Please and thank you. Absolutely. Just let us know when you donated, love. The moderators just posted the links. Let's see. He's feeling a little bit insecure, and he needs reassurance with that Six of Wands. He needs reassurance from you. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. He does, yeah, he still sees you in a Queen of Pentacle energy. Like, you are capable of meeting his needs. The Queen of Pentacles, this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So she's very resourceful, she's very stable, and she's very grounded. So he feels that energy. Tell me more. Yeah, he has a desire. He has a desire to manifest this connection and bring it together fully with the Magician. He has a desire to do that. We have the Star. Yeah. He has a lot of faith in this connection, and he also sees you as the prize. He sees you as the star. Like, it's almost like a dream come true. This relationship with you is like a dream come true. It's like that song by Brian McKnight, Back at One. Yeah, that's how he feels. But Five of Pentacles, he's afraid of not being good enough. He has a lot of insecurities within himself. He feels like he may not be the person that you either really want or need. So he can be a bit hard on himself at times, Divine Cancerian. Yeah. So sometimes you get very little emotional reaction from him with the Page of Cups. But he does love you, though. But he only opens up very little. Very little. I feel that. Right. Right. We know that. We know that. He judges himself. It's not you. It's him. Really. Literally. It's all in his head. It's all in his head. Six of Wands. Yeah. He thrives off of your attention, though. He thrives off of the love that you show him. I'm getting that with the Page of Cups. Every little kind gesture, every little sweet word or compliment that you give towards him, he loves it. He loves it. Yeah. I feel like he's having this insecurity because of an ending in his recent past. And, let's see. Yeah, I feel like he's having this insecurity because of a recent breakup situation. And this is why he's kind of feeling, he's still kind of, it's almost like residual energy, if that makes sense, Divine Cancerian. It's like he's still traumatized from that situation. I don't know if him and that person maybe had a lot of conflict, or the person was just very degrading towards him and said a lot of degrading things. So he still feels that. He still feels, it's almost like feeling the sting afterwards, you know? Yep. You got it, Em. Thank you. Yeah, I saw Valerie's link was all, her link was like broken up. Page of Swords. Yeah. He's in his head a lot. Like I told you, it's not you, it's him. He's in his head a lot about this connection. And he's also in his head a lot about the connection that ended. Because it was painful, it was traumatic. I don't think he even expected it to end the way that it did. And so he kind of carries a little bit of that. He kind of still carries a little bit of that baggage over. So that's why sometimes you pick up, because you're very intuitive, you pick up the fact that he feels like he can't trust you, because the Ten of Swords is very much feeling betrayed. The past person may have cheated on him, manipulated him out of money, was using him, or whatever the case may be. So he's afraid of repeating that cycle. That's what it's fear. It's fear. But here's the good part. Here's where it gets better. And thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Four of Wands. He's going to tell you eventually, if he hasn't already, that you're the type of woman that he could actually see himself settling down with. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about a stable foundation, marriage, engagement, higher level committed connection. With the Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is here on the bottom of the deck. This is his energy towards you. His energy is that he wants to invest in this connection. He wants to invest in this connection. He's also looking at it from a logical standpoint. He's also looking at things from a sensible, rational aspect. So he wants to give to this connection. He also has learned a lot from his connection with you because you're different. And he's probably told you that. You're very different than the women or the woman that he's used to dealing with. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Yeah, he's still carrying that residual from walking away. He's still carrying that residual energy. With the Queen of Swords, whoever this was that he left behind, she was a bitch, for lack of better words. She was. Very bitter woman is what I feel. Very bitter. Knight of Swords energy. Yeah, she said a very lot of vulgar, hateful things towards him. 6 of Pentacles, he wants to give to this connection with you. He does. He wants things to be balanced between the two of you. He's happy with you. He's happy with you. But again, look, 8 of Swords, he's in his head. So he sees things from a negative mindset. He has to change his mindset. He feels like things may not work out because it didn't work out with so-and-so. But like you said, you're a different person. So he has to stop thinking in that type of way. You know, the only thing that is holding this connection back is him. The way he thinks about things, his perception of things. When he changes his mindset to a positive mindset, nothing can stop you. It's all good. The sun is here. And this is Leo energy, by the way. So abundance, success, blessings is right there. He just has to be willing to give what you're giving. He has to be willing to create that balance in the relationship. He does love you, though. Absolutely. He does love you. I feel that for sure. He's happy with you. It's just getting over, and like we were talking about, you know, earlier in the reading, a lot of it is just doing your own inner work. Heal. Heal before you date people. Heal before you get involved with people. Heal before you have kids with somebody. Work on yourself so that way you can be the best person you can possibly be in all of your relationships, as a parent, as a husband, as a girlfriend, as a boyfriend, as a spouse, as a brother. Work on yourself so that you can present yourself in the best energy. It's not you at all, honey. It's not you at all. And he's going to have to work his issues out. How long? Just when y'all have a serious talk, Divine Cancerian, ask him. Just how long do you think you're gonna have trust issues? How long do you think it's gonna take before you actually trust me? Even though I've never shown you any signs of disloyalty, I've never done anything to give you any reason to distrust me. How long do you think it's gonna take? How long is he gonna keep using the excuse, well, I was hurt in the past, and what happened in the past? How long is that gonna be a valid excuse to not fully trust you? You know what really, really boggles my mind? Do you really know what boggles my mind? Girl, let me tell you. The fact that the same person that can be physically intimate with you can have the audacity to not trust you. How? Why? If you can be that close with someone and not trust them, make it make sense. Make it make sense. How can you be sexually intimate with someone but not trust them? I'm trying to, it's people make no sense to me. That boggles my mind. I'm still trying to figure it out, to this day. How is it that some people can be in full-on relationships with people and not trust that person? Because if there's no trust, then there's really no relationship. You have to, trust is fundamental. You're welcome, love. Thank you all for the donations. I appreciate it. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. I just don't understand that. Am I crazy? Y'all let me know if I'm crazy in the comments. But if I'm in a relationship with you, I would think that I would have to have at least a little bit of trust. A little bit. Listen. Good night, M. Be safe, love. I would think I would have to have a little bit of trust. A little bit, honey. If I'm gonna be with you. If I'm claiming you and calling you my man and all of this, I'd have to have a little bit of trust in you. I'm just like, what? I mean, I've literally heard women that are like, girl, I had to go through his phone and I found this and I saw he was having a conversation with somebody. And I'm like, what? You did what? I went through his car and I found this girl's, I found her underwear in the car and it smelled like perfume. I'm like, what are you doing? No. You did what? That's too much. It's too much. Like, if you can't trust them and you got to go be a super sleuth, no, ma'am. It's too much energy. Like, you got people that literally hire private detectives to follow who they're with. Right, exactly, Divine Cancer, and that's all you can do. That's all you can do is continue to love and support. Listen, love and light, namaste. Okay, love and light, namaste. I'm right here. You know where I'm at. When you ready to get it together, when you ready to feel secure, and when you're ready to move forward in this relationship. Now, here's as I'm thinking. A message comes through too. Sometimes men will say that they have a hard time trusting. Right, it's time to go. That's doing way too much because now you messing with my money. I got to hire somebody to. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. But sometimes men will say that they have trust issues when really it's commitment issues. They're not ready to fully commit to a relationship. Yes, I really, really like you. Right. I really, really like you, and we just vibe really well. But I'm not ready to move in yet. What? What? I'm just, well, what are we? You my girl. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, guys say a lot of stuff. Guys say a lot of, girl, they say a lot of stuff. So you gotta really be able to peep game, because guys say a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And it really is, if you break it down, it's simplified. I don't want a relationship right now. Now, some of them will flat out be like, I don't really want a relationship right now. I like you. Exactly. I like you. But anytime that but comes up, be concerned. Be concerned. I like you, but it's like that little Instagram reel. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm out of there. Disappeared. I like you, but what? But what? What is there? What else is there? You know what I'm saying? I just think you a great person, but we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Out of there. Period. That was my cue. Y'all be cracking up laughing, but I be dead ass serious. When I first was with my person, I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. I did not like him. When I first met him, I didn't like him. As a matter of fact, I was like, what do you need to know my name for? He was talking about that earlier. He was like, you were just so rude. And I was like, because I wanted you to get out of my face. And so, I finally gave him a chance. So after a couple of months, talking and whatever, we were getting to know each other and stuff. and everything. He tells me he's not ready for a relationship. I was like, okay, bye. And he was like, I was mad. And I was like, well, I don't know why. Because you told me you weren't ready for a relationship. And I, guess what? Guess what? Instead of thinking, oh, well, I can change his mind, I said, oh, okay, bet. Yeah. I said, instead of me thinking, oh, I can change his mind, he didn't really mean that he's not ready for a relationship. Girl, bye. I said, okay, bye. He was like, I wasn't expecting you to just cut me off like that, but I did. I did. And I was dead serious. Dead ass. I was like, you're not ready for a relationship. I know exactly what I want right now. You're playing games, so I don't have time for it. And like you said, he is past, okay? He's a Sagittarius. Need I say more? So like you used to playing. That's what you used to doing. You used to playing, but I'm not playing. I'm not playing at all. That's part of the problem with Sagittarius men. You have got to be. Yep, you have got to put your foot down. That's why the boundaries are so important. You've got. You know what? Okay, you're not ready for a relationship. Okay, all right. Go ahead and delete my number. Go ahead and delete it. Just go ahead, because I'm finna delete yours. Go ahead and delete it. I'm gonna go ahead and block you while I'm at it. Don't follow me on Facebook either. We're not gonna do that. Don't start trying to message me. Do not FaceTime me. We're not gonna do that either. No. You done told me. You done showed me what you're about. So now I have to be wise and say, I need to go ahead and take him seriously, because he meant every bit of what he said. He meant it. He wasn't playing. So I'm not playing. I like you, but anytime you hear that, I like you, but it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If a man tells you I'm not ready for a relationship, believe him. If he tells you I have a lot going on right now, okay, great. Call me when you get it together. Let him figure it out. Because you'll just end up in a situation where there's a lot of drama, stress, energy, too much. My heart is too much. Y'all, did I get everybody? I feel like there might have been one more person that I may have missed tonight. Did I miss? She was wanting to donate. Did I miss somebody? I hope I got everybody. Yeah, ladies, we have got to believe what men say, because they be serious. Gotta take them serious. Okay, who was that? Oh, Chrissy. Chrissy, are you still here? I'm seeing two people, but I'm not seeing no messages. So if you're still in the live stream, let me know. I don't know if it's my screen is lagging. It could be my screen. It could be that. Y'all gonna make me some hot tea when I get off here, because I can feel my throat. Like, I gotta work on my throat chakra. Reek, you cool? Gotta check on him. If you're still in the live chat, let me know. Because I think my computer is lagging, y'all. You're most welcome, love, and I'm gonna hop off here so I can watch your video, because I love watching your channel. I really do. I'm gonna go and watch your video. I love that video you did on dreams. It was so powerful. It was so in depth, and I was like, I love the fact that some people have that ability to be able to interpret dreams, and I feel like I'm communicated with through my dreams. I don't know why. I don't know if that is something that's in my lineage, like ancestral, but for whatever reason, those messages come to me in my dreams. When I'm sitting still in a meditative state, nothing. I'm sleeping, all of these things, all of these messages just start flowing in. Now, sometimes when I'm sitting in a meditative state, I may get something. Like something may come across, and I'm like, what? but usually it's when I'm asleep. Usually when I'm asleep. There is a deck that I really, really want. There is a tarot deck. And to connect with more with my ancestors, I really want this deck. I'm thinking about getting it. It's called the Hoodoo Tarot. But I'm gonna watch some reviews on it first so I can know how to use it. But it's very deep. You should check it out, Divine Cancerian. I think you would love it. But yeah. So much love to y'all. Everybody get some rest. Enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. And hopefully tomorrow night I'll be doing more, posting more videos for next week coming up. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that, like how your person feels, messages from your person, where is this connection headed, that type thing. See, I wish I could do both. Some people have the clairs where they can hear it and everything. Good night, everyone.